much. Actually, thank you so much for mentioning about the main form of dispute resolution that has been recognized, which is litigation. So then it wings into my second question now. Then what are the benefits of alternative dispute resolution mechanism compared to the existing ones, such as litigation?
Okay, then I'll take a very simple example of things we do. Whenever you want to move from point A to B today, you normally will use your phone, look at a map of point A and point B and ask yourself which is the shortest route, or which is the route with the least amount of traffic. If I apply that example to the area of dispute resolution, one wants to ask themselves which is a path of resolving this dispute that will offer the least resistance. And I'll explain that. So there are certain parameters that we look at. With litigation, it is the common practice that you will be channeled to a very formal process. Courts run through formality. How you file documents, the time within which you file those documents, who represents you in court. A lot of the procedures that happen to court require someone with a familiarity with the court. And so one of the aspects of the benefits of alternative dispute resolution is that it gives you flexibility. There is a bit of informality in the way in which you approach the resolution of the dispute. There is choice of which method. So again, we can now talk about methods. Within the alternative dispute resolution spectrum, we talk about things from negotiation, conciliation, mediation, and arbitration. In brief, all these are mechanisms which bring in a third person who then sits with the people in dispute and performs a task either of facilitating or evaluating or even determining for the people in dispute their dispute. So if we talk about negotiation, it could involve their negotiators or they themselves negotiating. When you talk about conciliation, we bring in someone else who offers a level of advice to the parties, but eventually they determine what is the best way to resolve their dispute. We talk of a mediator, is someone who provides facilitation support to the parties. The end agreement is still the parties themselves. In mediation, they will sign an agreement which says how they have resolved the dispute. And then we have arbitration, which involves an arbitrator as a third party neutral who listens to the parties and has a power almost like a judge to determine the dispute of the parties. The difference for instance, with the arbitrator and the court is that the parties had a choice of determining who the arbitrator will be. They perhaps also would have the choice of the rules that would guide the process. So that flexibility, choice of forum, choice of procedure, and then maybe another example I can give of the advantages. The court has a very strict time schedule, which is also tied to other cases. With these other forms of dispute resolution, you basically block out a time with this third party neutral, and so you're freer in terms of how you manage the time of the dispute resolution.
Thank you so much.